Hello. Hi. I feel really tired now. I've gone live. Out of nowhere. Oh, Babu. You put a nice message in chat. I like that. It's good. Right. What the fuck are we doing? How's your thing coming along? Are you nearly done downloading?
I think I should go on Discord, right?
Yeah, sure. I'll call you on Discord. Let me make sure that Discord can hear you.
Hello.
Maybe just check if you can hear yourself on stream. Or not.
Yeah, I can hear me.
Okay, cool. Coolio.
Okay, I'm logging in right now.
Speak for me on Discord for a sec.
There once was a dragon.
Okay, I'll
A
turn you up.
green dragon. And it was laying a golden egg.
Okay, got you. Go now. Speak again. Finish the story.
No.
Okay.
That's gonna be for my child one day.
Be fine.
The real dragon
music,
story.
6.
Alrighty.
Are you in?
Where the fuck do we start?
Labyrinthos if we're doing raid first.
Yes.
Come Labyrinthos. The fuck is this guy wearing? Conan
There should
the
be like a
Barbarian.
pop-up with new starting quests.
I think there is, isn't there?
Well, I just log in. The only thing I see is the main story quest, but only because I didn't get rid of the thing on the top left.
Isn't there like a thing that pops up saying recommended content or something? I don't know
No.
if the new quest.
Maybe I've disabled it.
You might have disabled it, yeah.
What's the thing called? The teleport to closest? Can you check for me, please?
So you can save like 10 gil.
Yeah.
Aporia.
Thank you.
Pariah. Actually, it's probably Apariah, right? Like Greek.
Nobody knows. Not
That's
even
an
the deaf.
interesting image to use for the start of the quest. His eyes are brimming with excitement of discovery.
Well, if you want to read the stream anyway, you might as well push to talk and make sure I can hear everything you say, or like turn off push to talk.
Are you saying you want me to read it to you?
Yeah, pretty much.
You actually want? Okay, I thought you preferred reading it yourself.
Otherwise, otherwise it's gonna be annoying because I can hear in the background and stuff, right?
I don't have to read it at all, though, right?
I mean, it usually makes sense for streaming, right?
Only if people are watching, though.
What's make it worth as well?
Which reminds me, I need to open my stream manager. Okay, opened. So you want me to just read it all, or
Your choice. If you don't want to read it, I'll.
It's where my my inability to read comes in.
Beautiful.
Merlia, I have a breakthrough. After uncountable days and nights, I finally hearkened to the crystal's whispers, and I must say, what are we saying? Professor Claudian, where are your manners? While I understand all too well your enthusiasm, I must remind you that even the most academically inclined prefer a composed recounting of events. Ah yes, of course, my apologies, Marilia. Being consumed by my research for so long, I am afraid I have quite forgotten how to engage in civilized conversation. I just realized this guy's eyes are red as well.
Elegant?
No, I was thinking more like, isn't Eric's eyes red? Could be a descendant. Well, not a descendant, but like a sundered. In that case, perhaps we should start from the beginning, with a crystal set adrift upon the ethereal tides containing the memories of a party yet unknown. They cried out for deliverance from pandemonium, where the ancients kept volatile creatures under lock and key. You yourself witnessed the power devouring the facility from within, and the advent of a divine monstrosity wrought of mythic beast and powerful mage. Fortunately, your martial prowess and the combined magical talents of your companions Themis and Eric Thonorius. How do you even say Eric was sufficient to restore order to the circles of Asmodeus. But the greater threat remains. In the depths of Pandemonium, a presence yet stirs, its intentions and identity shrouded in mystery. That is the issue at hand, is it not?
Nod.
Since you returned to us, we worked tirelessly to discern the nature of the continuous nodders. In the process, I detected an anomalous etheric signature, which I believe arose from the memories stored within. Analysis of this pattern suggested a feeling of loss or yearning, specifically the yearning to be made whole, and indeed ambient readings have revealed a faint but identical signature. This can only mean that another such crystal exists in our time. Oh, so we don't travel back using the same crystal? So my friend, I must depart to search for it forthwith. By tracing the matching etheric signature to its source, I believe it will be a simple matter to find our crystal's twin. Professor, will this expedition be carried out only by us, or will Marilia grace us with her protection? I wanted to say presence, then. I'm afraid she has more pressing matters to attend to, my dear Roosnoid. Roosnode?
Noid.
Noid, yeah. Like,
Roosnoid.
Roosnoid. Nord.
Yeah.
Namely to seek out the secrets which lie nestled within Pandemonium, where this all began. So, okay, my theory on this beforehand was that the final raid tier would be set in our time, not in the past. You know, like, we discover what the fuck went wrong, and then we have to go find the real world sundered Pandemonium and deal with the aftermath. You know what I mean?
So, yeah, that would be interesting, but how do you explain the, Elidibus and stuff being there?
What do you mean? Sorry. They wouldn't. They wouldn't be, right. They would be like, oh well, we sealed it. Blah blah blah. Only like some great calamity would be able to actually undo this sealing or some shit, right? And then.
Yeah, but we are kind of currently back in time doing what they did with them, right?
Yeah. But my theory on it was that we would eventually realize that we're basically putting the problem away to be solved at a later date, and then we realize that, oh, this is the later date, right? Like,
Yeah.
From all we have heard, it appears that time traversal from the Crystal Tower is not fluid. That is to say, one can but travel to predetermined intervals. It would be prudent to check in on occasion in case there are any unanticipated changes. That's kind of like Dark then, right? In a way.
Kind of, yeah. It's like a loop.
As for you, my loyal assistants, I would ask you remain here and continue cataloguing the ancient creations. You can't mean, do you intend to search for the crystal on your own? Why yes, that would be most efficient use of our resources, would it not? In fact, I have already commissioned ship and pilot for the very purpose. I trust you to take good care of the laboratory in my absence. So the idea being that we take the crystal back in time with us, because that's how we get led back in time, and we end up leaving the crystal back in time
to find it then in the future.
Future, in the same spot, yeah. But also that the crystal originally came from that time, and Themis has the original one, right? That's my theory on it. But I think the last raid, maybe not the last entire tier, but maybe the last boss is actually set in our time.
Yeah, makes sense.
But we only understand where it is, what it's doing, and what it, how to beat it.
I still kind of think it's kind of La Brea in a way.
I don't know what you mean.
I mean, La Brea should be a boss in that dungeon, right?
Theoretically, yeah. We'll find out, I guess, today. I apologize for that somewhat abrupt departure. When progress is in sight, Professor Claudian tends to become blind to all else. Indeed, and he has been worse than usual. While I cannot fault him for his excitement, I do wish he would spare a thought for those around him. For reasons unknown, the crystal seems to loathe to be overheard, much as it spoke only to you last time. None but the Professor has been able to capture its etherical yearning, which has served to only convince him that he can solve the puzzle on his own. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the sundered version of Eric. Surely after that some time alone, he'll come to remember how valuable we are. The search for the crystal has been simple enough matter. Let him have his adventure, and upon his return I'm certain he'll be back to his usual self. As for you earlier, it may be best to return to Pandemonium, as Professor Claudian suggested. Speaking of which, I did have a request of my own to make. Traveling to Pandemonium requires you to pass through Elpis, correct? There is something I would have you investigate in my stead. While those creations confined within Pandemonium are considered to be failures, I doubt that's their whole story. Barring exceptional cases, they must have been under observation in Elpis before being consigned to their shackles. As if we know anything about the Ancients, it's that they would have kept thorough records of the results. Ah, brilliant. Delving into these records may shed light on creatures Marilia has yet to encounter, if your theory proves correct, that is. While there are no guarantees, it certainly beats the current strategy of rushing forward blindly with only her strength to carry the day. For your own sake as well as ours, please unearth what information you can.
Not as.
Not as... Potentially, So that kind of reminds me of, you know how Nero in Omega helps you with the bosses, right? Nero and Sid, like, come up with what's going to happen and kind of poke you in the right direction. But I don't know whether that's going to be the case or not. El Piso? El Piso. Are you getting this teleport? Are we in a group?
No.
Ah, unlucky.
Waste of 970 gil.
Poitanoikos. Okay, where are these records? Who's the other person in chat? Is it Roy? Do you want to come to the raid, Roy? If it's you. He's in camera mode. You seek records of Pandemonium's creations? Master Themis has just finished perusing the very same. I should not be surprised that we both arrived at the same conclusion. Luckily, I have saved you the trouble of gleaning and gleaned what information I could. Ah, so you know each other. I was dreading having to once again scour the archives, but perhaps instead I'll rest for a spell. If there's nothing else, I shall take my leave. As should we, for I have done the warding sigil blocking the undone the warding sigil blocking the entrance to Abyssus. I came here merely to chase an idle suspicion while awaiting your return. Fortunately, while Pandemonium protective wards continue to be assailed by our own unknown foe, there have been no fluctuations so great as to make me doubt Eric's capacity to keep watch over Asphodelos while I'm away. He works diligently to master internment, that he might deliver the creations back to their cages by his own hand. I thought it best to give him time to hone his craft. And since fate has brought us both here, I would ask that you accompany me while I attend to other matters. More idle suspicions that I would like to chase down. Rest assured, it shall not take long. I simply have a few questions to ask an acquaintance of mine. Come, he has agreed to meet us at the Neos. Near the Neos, the Pandemonium.
Do you want to invite me?
Invite you?
Invite me to a group,
yeah. Sure. Like a really itchy ear today for some reason. Can feel it. Feel it. Good. Where's the main quest? Right to our hand. Should have a BGM higher. I love Elpis. So peaceful.
It's a nice place. Can you take off push to talk?
Oh, you want me to take off push to talk?
Yeah, because I really
Is that
can't hear
better?
you.
I thought that would be annoying.
No, I've your stream muted.
Yeah, but you can hear me in real life and on Discord.
And not always, depending on, music and stuff.
Settings, voice activity. Oh, that might be annoying because you might be able to hear yourself.
I should be fine. I'm not talking very loudly.
Create an infinite echo.
Yeah, I can't hear myself.
As I pondered our expedition into Pandemonium, I couldn't help but be mystified by how strongly the warders we encountered felt for La Habrea, whether it be good or ill. Hesperos and Eric were two sides of the same coin. The former looked at his mentor with absolute devotion, while the latter looked at his father with bold hatred.
Frown.
I would not expect a familiar such as you to understand this, but such extreme emotions towards a single individual are quite rare indeed. Naturally, I feel gratitude towards my mother and father, yet we are all equals in the larger picture of the star. This view is not unique to myself, it is more or less accepted as the way of things. By contrast, the researchers of Pandemonium seem to view La Habrea with a feeling approaching obsession. Whether driven by love or hate, they have all been drawn to him. There were many other aspects of the facility's particulars I found troubling besides. I decided the best course of action would be to go straight to the source, and pose my question to a member of the Words of La Habrea. Their occult... My apologies to have kept you waiting, Master Themis. I understand you conducting an investigation of Pandemonium, and wish to know of its origins. Indeed, in particular, I wish to know exactly why exactly Pandemonium was built directly under Elpis. The facility is overseen by the Words of La Habrea, after all. Why keep it so close to Elpis, whose governing body has no say in its day-to-day operations? At first I thought it simply a matter of convenience. Those creations which were deemed failures by the researchers of Elpis could easily be ushered into their new homes. Imagine my surprise when a trip to the archives revealed that many of the creations were sent from organizations beyond Elpis, including from Words of La Habrea themselves. Given this, albeit limited information, I cannot but feel that the Academia Anida would have been a more fitting locale. Why does Elpis have that? What does Elpis have that cannot be found there? These are fitting questions, and ones we have asked ourselves many times in recent years. Alas, the nature of Pandemonium's construction does not lend itself to relocation. So they have some reason why it has to be that spot, right?
I guess so.
When first it was built, circumstances weren't as they are now. As you surmise, the majority of the creations kept within Pandemonium were sent from Elpis. I don't buy that. Yet as the years passed, interests changed. Failures in creations deemed too flawed even to submit to Elpis paradoxically drew the attention of Pandemonium's researchers. Or he's telling the truth, and the purpose of Pandemonium changed over time, right?
Yeah.
That's quite the change, in fact. It almost runs counter to the facility's original purpose. Who is it that decides which creation will be subject to research? Master La Habrea. Such authority is reserved for the chief keyword, and he has taken it upon himself to step into that role. So if Pandemonium's resources were being misused, it would be under La Habrea's authority, correct? I know not what you're suggesting, but the keywords also hold some sway within our facility. Not even Master La Habrea would be free from their scrutiny. They are duty-bound to report any irregularities as soon as possible. Although I admit as of late, their communication has been somewhat sporadic. We but recently received a report from one of the keywords stating that all is well within Pandemonium's halls.
Well, that's a lie.
Really? Are you certain that a keyword sent it? Yes, of course, our communication suffered a temporary obstruction, but I can assure you that the words did their due diligence in confirming the identity of the sender. Thank you. This information has been helpful to my investigation. That will be all for my prying. Then I shall take my leave. While you are yet permitted to conduct your investigation freely, I must remind you that the warder's work is delicate, and it would be remiss to disturb them for any longer than is necessary.
So there's a scheme going on.
Absolutely. And they all seem to be devoted to La Habrea. So it's kind of like a check and balance has gone awry, right? So somehow La Habrea has gained the devotion of those who go to Pandemonium or work at Pandemonium. But those are the people who are supposed to keep the keyword in check, right? The main keyword.
Yeah.
All is well, a blatant lie, and that we can both attest. One of the remaining keywords is most certainly in league with the party behind this. Let us hurry. I know not why our adversary sent the report, but it is plain that we must return to Pandemonium with haste. Have you got some water on your desk, Bob?
Always.
Can you fill it up? Actually, can you fill this up instead? Thank you. Did we come over here the first time we arrived here?
I can't remember.
Oh, we must have done, because this is where the gate is. I don't remember coming over this way. Cannot guess it to what why the false report has arisen now, but it certainly bodes ill. As does the knowledge that our mysterious mastermind has at least one more keyword to puppet. It's better. Regardless, they have tipped their hand, and we would be remiss to leave Eric at the mercy of their machinations. Let's hope no harm has befallen him.
Or can he do it himself now?
Looks like he's working on it. They kind of look like a failure to me.
Yeah.
Not quite.
It's getting there though.
I traced these sigils countless times, yet I still lack the strength to maintain the spell. And now time works against me. I can no longer be a victim of my own ineptitude.
Ineptitude.
Thank you. The hell? Oh, it's the eye from Phoenix. Hehe. There is something to be admired in such single-minded effort, even if your methods leave much to be desired. You allowed this familiar to catch you unawares. Have you set your sights so high as to forget you walk upon the earth? I know this creature, a familiar of the Phoenix. Well, Phoenix. But the monster is locked away. That is it, in spite of the trouble I went to in freeing it, I might add. Begrudge me for addressing you in this ill-fitting form, if you must, but with control of Esfidelis wrested from my grasp, it is simply the best I can offer you. Oh, is it Hesperos? Hide if you will, but mark my words, I will find you and make you pay for the chaos you've sown. No, it looks like it's whoever's controlling the whole thing. Now, there's no need for such hostility. Calm heart stays the course, the wisdom of La Habrea, your father. And how would you know what wisdom he speaks? I've heard these words many times, the scolding of a tutor whose students struggle to grasp the most rudimentary lessons, seething with disgust. No. I've not told that to anyone, not even keyword Hesperos. That can only mean one thing. That still you insist on mocking me. Stop this farce, La Habrea. At last you moved to keep up. Pity that you remain behind nevertheless. No, Eric. Eric-chan. What? As ever you are, always you fail to learn, fail to understand, fail to act. And though fate deigned to offer an escape, you remain here. You are bereft of magical powers, and common sense both. But you need not despair. Dull though you may be, you are yet indispensable to Pandemonium's great experiment. There's the affection I remember. Tell me, did I ever once measure up to your expectations? You shall take pride in that, and rejoice to see your wish fulfilled. What wish? Come, and all shall be revealed. All this rage, this hatred, is but a consequence of ignorance. Our desires align more than you know. What are you? I'm buying into some of the theories I've heard now. Wait, did he fuck up? Uninvited guest join our reunion. Seems fortune no longer favors you. What's up, Eric? It's your boy. Do you think I have any interest in listening to your prattle, let alone bowing to your will? I'm no longer a child. My faith lies with those who have earned it. So these are the heroes you brought Hesperos low, even as power divine flowed through his veins. It is plain there were worthier subjects to contend with. Oh, he does the Ascian vanishing thing, but it's like blue instead of being like darker.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're gonna fight the three-headed snake thing that all of these statues are of at some point. Just what was that familiar after? Thank you. If you hadn't shown up even a moment later, I should think what would have become of me. There's something I must tell you. I know who's behind this. There is but one person who can hold thrall over familiar, creation, and keyword alike. Is that Masks of the Father? Oh, we got Materia. Eric is certain he knows the identity of Pandemonium's assailant. It's Lebred. Gasp. And so there can be but one conclusion. La Habrea was the driving force behind the chaos from the start. There is logic to that. There are few with the wherewithal to even consider experimentation on such a scale, let alone the capacity to create demigods from man and beast, with the rest of us none the wiser. Considering the magnitude of his work with the convocation and the words, his relatively minor role as chief keyword comes under little scrutiny, even as it provides him the authority to wield dangerous magics. It may serve as veil and mantle both. Still, I find the notion hard to accept. The misdeeds perpetrated here could not have been done by the La Habrea I know. You have met him, yes? Do you think he is capable of this? I mean, I only know him as a madman, right?
Yeah.
But he was a conniving little bastard, wasn't he? La Habrea is capable as formal than you. It's too early to say for certain. I think to a degree, even though he was like insane by the end, right? He probably still has like that selfish streak, right? That's more of a character, like an innate character trait. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he? So you believe La Habrea to be a man of few scruples, if it brings his goals closer to it in his reach? Yeah, pretty much. That alone should be enough. But let me assure you, La Habrea holds nothing so dear as his own ambition. Yep, that's fitting. While he may not be one to let emotion stand in the way of his mission, I cannot believe there are no depths to which he would not stoop. Although we met briefly, the impression he left on me stands in stark contrast to your evaluation. Though his methods are ever unorthodox, they seemed guided by a firm understanding of what is just. There's one way to find out for certain. We delve deeper into Pandemonium and pull back the curtain on this mystery ourselves. A wise course. I would not deny the truth if I saw it with my own eyes, even if it was discomforting to behold. Now we must move forward with no excess of caution. La Habrea, or whoever is behind this, has likely spread their tentacles into every corner of Pandemonium. You can safely assume the other keywords won't greet us with open arms.
Let's find the tentacles.
Yay, no way. Agreed. Let us make our way through Abyssus, one careful step at a time. I shall stay by Eric's side, in case our enemies think to target him again. Could I trouble you to take the vanguard? What's unusual to me is that they send Themis alone, right? He's here on, like, behalf of the Convocation, basically, right? Because there's obviously something wrong with Pandemonium. But they don't send him, like, any backup or anything?
He's not from the Convocation, though.
Themis?
Yeah.
We don't know for certain, right? We're pretty sure he is a Lidibus, right? Or at least he becomes a Lidibus.
Yeah, I'm quite sure. He also has a wide robe, which is usually one that stepped down.
Not necessarily, no. It means they're impartial.
Oh, okay.
It means they have an impartiality and that they're trusted to be impartial, right? So he's been sent to judge what's going on here, I guess, and they would not... The rest of the Convocation wouldn't act without his judgment, I guess. But if he is a Lidibus currently, he's under kind of like disguise, right? Like he's not... How would you put it? He doesn't want people to know that he's a Lidibus. Thank you. As a precaution, I shall safeguard you with a simple spell. This will ensure that even should we become separated, my phantom warriors will still come to your aid. If it does come to battle, the keyword's magics will put us at a disadvantage once again. Luckily, we have you to even the scales somewhat. I trust you shall be liberal with your weight. They obviously have a giga shitload of trust in his power level, right? Like, otherwise they wouldn't send him alone if they were actually suspicious that something was going on. Oh, we actually get the boss straight up. What do they say? Just what is La Habrea planning, and what role do I play in his schemes? Judging from the demeanor of that familiar, there is little doubt that our enemy has a tight grip on Pandemonium and its denizens. We will be vulnerable. You ready, Shots? Did Roy message me back? He didn't.
Ooh, I'm ready.
Spooda. I don't think he's gonna respond. He might be AFK actually. Just in camera mode. What's it come under? High end? No. What does it come under? Raids? Oh, there we go. Got it. Fifth circle. While the identity of Pandemonium's assailant is yet unknown, Eric makes no effort to hide his doubts concerning La Habrea. We suspect he's using the infernal prison for private experimentation. As if to confirm the warder's suspicions, a familiar appears in the halls of Asphodelos, claiming to be none other than the chief keyword himself. The creature mocks you with cryptic warnings before vanishing, leaving naught but questions in its wake. Their answers beckon from the shadows of Abyssus, daring brave souls to seek them out. Let go. Oh, I know what boss it is from the trailer as well. It's a fun one.
No, you spoiled.
How's that spoiling? I don't know anything about the fight. I just know what the fight is. Are we getting the La Habrea dust? Oh, we're getting teleported around.
Flop.
BGM 100.
Oh yeah, I need to change that as well.
Oh, it's similar to the other music, but it's like a remix.
They
Mythic
keep
Creation,
doing that, which is really nice.
Proto Carbuncle.
Proto.
Yeah, it's the daddy carbuncle.
Yeah. Carbuncles are usually cute, man. This one is not cute.
A lot of cute things evolved from not cute things. I love the fucking remix of the music, actually.
Okay, I need to up the music.
This is a really small room. What's that? Is that frontal? I fucked up a keybind. Was that a frontal? I couldn't really see it.
That was like a...
That's an AoE. Oh, the room's split in two. Do we want to be on the side of the shield? Yeah, it reflects the attack back at him. Bankbuster, crunch. The way the room's split up into 8 sections makes it look like, I think on like harder difficulties we have to pick a section each, kind of like the first boss with the Intemperance. Oh, what is this? He also has mage symbols around his attacks currently. I fucked up my rotation so bad. Ruby Glow. Is that just the raid wide? Oh, he's doing a thing. Being one without a crystal, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sonic Howl. This is just the raid wide, right?
Sounds like it, yeah. It's like a baby AoE.
I'm enjoying the music quite a lot, actually. Okay, behind him. So I guess he's gonna have a melee attack as well, or like maybe like a sword symbol attack or something. And my guess is that some of his attacks will ignore the shields and some will reflect off the shields. What's going on?
He's burning.
Acidic Slava? Oh. Down. Okay, we can't move. Oh shit.
Intermission.
He's burning his cage away.
Oh, so
Is
we
the-
probably get knocked into spikes or something.
Is the room gonna get much bigger? I was thinking maybe the room would... Spikes will go away. Weird that there's a cutscene mid-fight. Oh shit, yeah. The room changed. That's a tiny fucking platform. He ate a slime. Does he have poison attacks now? Okay. Kinda sad that that lined up with my 2-minute cooldowns, but we'll deal. Ruby Glow. Oh, he's doing the stones again. Oh, we're safe here. Toxic Crunch. Is this going to put a dot on the tank now?
Tank Buster.
Is it going to put the dot on him as well? Yeah, it did. Put poison on him.
And I cannot dispel.
It just means that he does more damn, right? I guess. Venom Squall. This is gonna put a dot on everyone. Oh no. Spawning shit. Spread plus dodge. Stack. Sonic Howl's not poisoned. Just damn.
I like the music.
Yeah, I much prefer it to the music of the other one. It's just normal Topaz Stones. Oh, there's 3 poison ones and 1 magic one. Oh, the poison ones are growing. Magic one isn't. This is going to be a really cool first boss on Savage. Crunch and stacks. I think these are soaks. Oh shit. No, they're not soaks. I'm dead. Okay, it denotes the order he's going to jump around in.
Yeah.
Oh, I
thought
see.
it was soak as well.
The teeth shows where he's going to jump first. Woo! I almost fucked up.
I got you.
The only button I pressed there was a self heal as well. Oh, they're going to explode in different orders. Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, see how the floor is split into 8? Even here on this platform?
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
That's definitely a Savage thing, right? There's gonna be 8 going off at once.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to pick a spot each. Oh, he's doing stones again. So we're gonna be away from that, but this side. And he's doing the ray.
People get you baited. That must suck for melee though. Or could you reach him?
I could. Yeah, you can hit him. You can hit him. Oh, somebody else is using LB. I'm like spamming it, trying to get it to work. Yeah, you could hit him if you position central. Obviously, you can't do positionals though, right? Okay, cool first boss though. Really like that first boss.
Yeah, it was neat.
I think that might
have some pretty cool stuff for
the Savage potential.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Eric on Savage as well, to be honest.
Yeah, they had all their unique things.
Internment. Oh, I just realized there's patterns on the floor that denote where the crystals can spawn as well. There's like darker circular patches on the floor.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe I made that up.
Is it like 1 per week again?
Yeah, so it's 1 per week per boss. I linked the thing in Discord. I'll link it to you privately in Discord as well.
Yeah, please, because I have no fucking idea which one I need. They're better. They're upgrades, right?
They will be slightly better, I think. I'm not sure.
So what should I
but
take?
This stuff's way worse than the crafted gear, right? So we'll be getting crafted pentamelt by the 19th.
Yeah, I just have no idea what to take.
Just whatever you want, really. I'm gonna go for... I don't know what the stats are, and there's no list. It doesn't matter, we'll be buying the crafted gear anyway. I don't want accessories though, I want the transmog.
Well, I got a chest.
I got head.
Oh, you got head, did you?
Yeah, I got head.
Oh, didn't know about that one.
I received head. How many head do I need? 2 head. 2 head, 4 chest, 4 legs. This is a weird fucking spot. So this is where research is conducted on creations imbued with poison and venoms. Eric and I were conveyed not far from here. It seems our foe is finding it more difficult to surprise us. Fortunately for you, since they appear particularly keen to see you dispatched as quickly as possible. Even alone, you are a force to be reckoned with. Part of me is glad you emerged victorious, that I might observe you further. Oh, there he is. The bread. Were the circumstances different, I might thank you for keeping my son alive for this long. But I believe we can forego introductions, unless I have misread you. I'm all too familiar, Paragon. Ooh. You won't know that though, right? I don't think. I'm gonna say that. A charming appellation, but I'm afraid I hold no such position. No, I am La Habrea of the Convocation of 14. If you truly are who you claim to be, then answer this question. That can wait. Can it? Oh. What is this? Now this is curious. The trap I wove at your feet reacts to ether, but you remain unaffected. Such thin ether, and in an unfamiliar composition besides, is of no matter. I suppose a more direct approach will beget the same result. Oh, I see. So, because Themis is the strongest ether, it's binding him the tightest, right?
Yeah.
I would advise you think carefully before deciding your next action. Strike me down here, and Eric's wish shall remain unfulfilled. Never again shall he meet Athena, his mom. Mother? You would dare hide behind her name?
Did he transform his mother into a beast or something?
I don't know. I think he's trying to resurrect her.
Mm.
People were predicting that she would be called Athena because of Greek mythology, right? And that potentially La Habrea's entire thing is that she died, right? So he wants to try and research to resurrect her, a way to bring her back. Listen well, Eric. We are of the same mind concerning your mother. You have your allies for protection, so what harm is there in hearing me out? Eric, wait. There is a question I must needs ask first. If you truly are La Habrea, why speak such blatant lies? Bitter in defeat, are we? Say my name. A simple request. Themis, was it? A trifle soon forgotten, as you are. I have my answer. The La Habrea I knew took pride in the convocation. I would never suffer its denigration? Denigration? I don't know what that word means. You sully his station with this farce. Themis, what are you saying? La Habrea and I hardly saw eye to eye, but I know his voice when I hear it. Indeed, he makes a passing fine imitation in appearance and manner. However, the real La Habrea would never call me by the name Themis. So he is an imposter. Oh. Oh. What trouble have you gotten yourself into, Elidibus? Confirmation? But he... Well, wait, what? But he has the Asian mark. Imposter, you have no right to claim that form, that mask. He has the mark of La Habrea, though, which is weird. Is he the keyword? What? Who? Dude, this is throwing me for a loop. It was a mask that sickened me to wear. Mask of La Habrea, a man who values his position above all, who would murder his own wife in purest pursuit of duty. Yet you would assume my name and will my powers, powers that are mine by right. Any worth you may have hinges on Any worth you may have hinges on that which you so despise. Fucking hell. Why is that so hard for me to read?
It's a you problem, Callum.
Such trite provocations. I will not be goaded into finishing this ere my work is done.
Fishing.
Fishing, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go fishing now.
Eric. Oh, he has a name now. Hephaestus? Eric, listen well. I am Hephaestus.
Hephaestus.
And it is I whom you should call father. What the fuck?
I mean, they kind of looked similar.
They do. He also has the red eyes of La Habrea, though. What in the name of creation?
So does the dude, though. Also has red eyes.
Yeah. We would do not to stand idle with our enemy, while our enemy is about. I believe an explanation is in order, Elidibus. Let us return to safety, so you may provide it. Ah, that sounds more like the La Habrea I know. I wonder if this is going to pull a funny thing with us. Where it's like, you know how our La Habrea, like the one in the future, is kind of a pussy, right? Like he's kind of weak. Before we depart, however, I must offer you an apology. Maybe it's going to be like, oh, that isn't actually La Habrea, right? You know? As La Habrea said, I am Elidibus, one of the Convocation, an emissary of their will. For reasons which do not involve you, it was necessary to hide my identity while investigating this place. Still, that hardly excuses my deception. I had a feeling, whatever your name is, you're still Themis to me. I know a thing or two about deception myself. I had a feeling.
Yeah, I knew it was him. It literally the same voice.
It was obvious, right? It was very clear. Your perceptiveness does not surprise me. When the time comes, it shall make my explanation all the easier to understand. In any case, we have pressing matters to attend to. Let us do as La Habrea suggested and return to the gates. We can speak there. Please, help him. Save him.
It's the mummy.
I think so. That's why I went for a girly voice.
Yes.
Once La Habrea said, I see Elidibus has chosen to keep odd company, such a vexing composition of aether you possess. I still don't understand. As you're aware of by now, I am known as Elidibus. After my dear friend Azem and I detected irregularities in Pandemonium, we decided the best course of action would be to hide my station as I conducted my investigation. I'm sure La Habrea, as well, is eager to find out why I hid who I was, so I shall save that story for later. First, I would like to speak of you, my friend. Although neither Azem nor I have ever met you in the flesh, you came with her highest recommendation. That alone was enough for me to accept you as an ally without question. That somewhere in this world, a guiding star so similar to herself was out there and amused Azem to no end. There was not a shade of doubt in her heart that you would be a formidable ally. Furthermore, I have heard stories that Mistress Vinar, who held the position of Azem previously, journeyed with a familiar much like yourself. That made the decision to trust you all the easier. She too now dons the white robes of an advisor. If she placed her absolute faith in you, I knew I would be in capable hands. Aware though I was of the path you had walked, I had no interest in exposing you. I merely wanted to meet you, to travel by your side for a while. I may know but a small portion of your whole story. That is enough for me to believe you would never lead me astray. I wanted to tell you that. I'm getting kind of emotional because you know what happens to Elidibus, right? And it's like actually kind of fucking... It's rough, buddy. It's fucking rough. I admit my own grasp on what occurred is somewhat tenuous. Doubtless La Habrea can tell us. Eric boy. I don't know how long it's been since we last spoke, La Habrea, and truth be told, I had hoped we would never again. But I see now that I was a fool to think I would ever escape your meddling. Just what is that thing he called himself, that called himself La Habrea? And why is he spitting image of your younger self? Oh, okay, so he is... I find it hard to believe you've only just now found out such a being was wreaking havoc in Pandemonium. Did you think matters would simply sort themselves out? So he might be a clone? I suppose you deserve at least a cursory explanation. I was well aware of the anomalies occurring within Pandemonium, including the fact that Azem and Elidibus had taken it upon themselves to investigate. I saw no reason to assert myself into the situation. For a time, that was... Imagine my surprise when instead of a formal report, you and yours, I received a communication from one of the key wards, stating that research and operations were proceeding as usual. While Hephaestus' deception was almost childish in its simplicity, it became plain to me that your grasp on the situation was slipping. So you knew of his existence from the beginning. I could hardly imagine that you would suffer another to masquerade as one of the convocation, not without good reason at least. As you well know, the name La Habrea is but a marker for my station. It is not the name I was born with. Hephaestus has claimed that for himself. I cannot fault him for it, as he is my other half, in a manner of speaking. He knows all that I know, my equal in every way, yet within his heart is naught but greed, envy, and desire, all the emotions that we are loath to acknowledge within ourselves. So he split off his desires from himself. If what you say is true, what purpose would such a being serve? He is the product of experimentation gone awry. A reminder of the days when I was yet young and reckless. I thought him sealed away for good, but it seems time has a way of unearthing the shame we bury. When he spoke of my mother, he looked at you with venom in his eyes, blamed you for her death. Tell me, was he right to do so? His words were but the ramblings of a tortured mind. The hatred and despair he endured has wrapped his view of the world in irreparably. And now he has awakened, he must be put to rest. If he succeeds in breaching Pandemonium's protective wards, he shall invite disaster unto the star. As Chief Keyword of Pandemonium, it is my duty to decide the proper course of action. As such, I declare that the research shall be summarily abandoned and the facility destroyed. What? You would leave the other warders to their doom? It is a choice befitting of La Habrea. Do you disagree? You speak of duty, and ours is to guide our star and its inhabitants upon the correct course. It is no surprise that you would choose annihilation of Pandemonium if its existence posed even the remotest risk to our people. Yet as you can see Eric's response, the decision is somewhat more nuanced than that, as Em and I grappled with the conundrum for some time in fact. That is precisely why I chose to involve myself directly. It was the only way I could truly determine the best solution. And you need not trouble yourself with that further. The chief keyword must prevent the worst from occurring, no matter the cost. Your feelings, Elidibus, are of no consequence. Have you even taken a moment to consider another path? No. Madge, you spared nary a thought for aught but yourself and your duty. You have no idea of the trials we've endured, the foes that Merilia has stood against. Merilia, is it? A being of such ether as I have never seen. What are you? She is the guiding star that shall lead us safely through all this. Thanks to her stout arm and steadfast courage, we have subdued the mythic creations, returned them to their cells. Speaking of which, I would hear your opinion, Merilia. As outsiders, we are in a unique position to look upon circumstances with our vision unclouded by our attachment. Too soon to give up saving the others. La Habrea can't be trusted. What was that you said about being an emissary?
Which one are you choosing?
I was going to go with 1. I don't know what 3 is alluding to.
You take 1, then I'll take 3, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
You read out yours first.
Yeah. Agreed. We still know nothing. Know next to nothing about Fuck, I can't say that name. Hephaestus. Hep. Okay, Hep. And I highly doubt La Habrea has been forthcoming with the truth. But we've managed to regain control of Asphodelos. He must be made to see that there is merit to continuing this path.
Do you want me to read mine?
Yeah, go ahead, I think.
That's brilliant. Elidibus the emissary may speak on our behalf. Should he judge our approach the more sound, even La Habrea would be compelled to listen.
Just because of his role in the convocation, then. Yeah. I have it. Speak your official capacity as Elidibus the emissary.
Can you wait a sec, so I can catch up to your point?
Okay. I think I got the same line you got now, though. You good?
I mean, as Elidibus, I'm duty bound to assess the matter from a position of impartiality. My opinion as Themis can carry no weight. You understand what that means, yes? I do. Even so, you've walked with us all this time, seen what we've seen. Based on that alone, I trust that you'll find the best way forward.
I think you're ahead of me.
No, it makes sense now that...
I have it. Speak your official in your official capacity as Elidibus the emissary. Judge which approach is more sound, and even La Habrea would be compelled to listen.
Yeah, okay. It's kind of the same, but different way. Okay, go on.
He's so unsure of himself. As Elidibus, I am duty-bound to assess the matter from a position of impartiality. My opinion as Themis can carry no weight. You understand what that means, yes? I do. Even so, you have walked with us all this time and seen what we have seen. Based on that alone, I trust that you will find the best way forward.
Yeah, we're on the same point now.
Very well then. Then in my capacity as an emissary, I shall state my judgment. At present, there are merits both in destroying Pandemonium outright and in taking time to rescue the researchers, and neither is yet an impossible task. Therefore I judge that the most measured choice would be to continue upon our present course. We delve into Abyssus, interring any mythic creatures that we find along the way. You have yet to witness Merilia's might and Eric's resolve. I would ask that you see our capabilities firsthand, and only then decide if our endeavor is futile. If such is the will of the emissary, then I shall obey. However, if indeed I find your strength to be lacking, I trust there will be no objections to immediate destruction of Pandemonium. You needn't worry about that, we won't fail. You are bolder than I remember. And you're even more tedious than I remember. Merilia, come find me when you're finished. I Eric is understandably frustrated, but if we are to conquer Abyssus, we must go forth with clear heads. Pray lend an ear to his troubles, that they may weigh lighter. Despite recent developments, our plans remain unchanged. Pray call me Themis for the time being. It shall put us all in the correct mindset, and in fact, I may be coming to prefer that name. You've done all you can with words, only your actions can convince me now. It's crazy how fast your throat dries up when you're reading so much. Such a cool place.
Yeah.
They didn't need to make it look this grim though, surely. Sup, Eric? It's you, boy. You have my gratitude, ill-fit as I am to show it at the moment. Without your words to sway him, La Habrea would have carried out his plan without a second thought. When at first we realized the creations had slipped their bonds, the other keywords did all their power to restore order. Even though they could have chosen to escape, they remained to aid their allies. I'm certain not a soul among them would wish to see the facility erased from the world, and they don't deserve to be abandoned simply for carrying out their duties. And besides, Hep has secrets yet untold. Secrets that would be buried in Pandemonium if Pandemonium were reduced to rubble. I mean to uncover the truth behind his words, the truth of my mother. While La Habrea was quick to dismiss his claims, I failed to see what Hep would gain by fabricating such a story. All I was told of my mother's death was that she perished in an accident. No one would say more. It was almost as if they feared saying more, in fact. Even if it was not La Habrea that dealt the final blow, or the fatal blow, we've seen with our own eyes how quickly he can condemn others to die. I only wish to know at least what befell her. What do you think, Marilia? Does the La Habrea you know have any regard for the lives of others? Or will he carry out his duty with another's blood on his hands?
I chose the third one.
I think I want to choose the third one.
Just choose what you want.
I'll choose the third one as well. This age? Just how long has it been since you last met? Regardless, I'd like to try to view him as he is now. Another opinion would be much appreciated. But it's plain there is much to consider. Thank you, Marilia. It's easy for me to get carried away by my emotion where he's concerned. We should focus on the task at hand, proving to La Habrea that we are capable of saving Pandemonium and its keepers. The most convincing way to do that will be to regain control of Abyssus. What if La Habrea... I'll finish this first. Although I'm loath to admit it, he would know more about those depths than any of us, and seeing as how we require every advantage we can afford. Marilia, would you speak to him for us? He seems to have a special interest in your capabilities, and may deign to help at your suggestion, if only to see what you can do. Researchers of different layers seldom contact one another unless work is involved, and I know next to nothing about the keyword of Abyssus. Any morsel of information La Habrea can offer would be a boon. Okay, so potentially, even Eric isn't actually La Habrea's son. Maybe Eric is a clone of La Habrea as well, or like a segment of La Habrea's soul, similar to how Hep seems to be one of those two things. Could be, right?
Yeah, I guess.
You don't think so? You don't seem convinced. His mother was dead before he got to know her, right?
Yeah.
Eric appears to have deep trust in you, and Elidibus tells me you share some relation to Azem. Your unusual ether does not mark you as a familiar. It isn't like anything I have ever seen, even among the countless concepts I have observed. To think that I would encounter an existence I could not create by my own hand, Azem never ceases to surprise. Previous Zem was much the same. In taking the entirety of the star into consideration, she came to hold dear emotions, and people that are more logical-minded would have discarded them. This made her act in her own self-interest more than often than not. Just as you and Elidibus have conducted yourselves in this manner, the true danger of Azem's nature is its tendency to infect those she comes into contact with. Emmett Selk said much the same. Trust that I shall do naught that would violate my duty. And yet you so frivolously invoked your authority as emissary to justify this little excursion. It matters little, however, only your deeds can speak for you now. You wish to know more of this, as I take it. Although I no longer have control over many of its functions, I can yet sense what creations lie within. The chief keyword has the chief keyword's reach is far indeed. Well then, what do we have to look forward to? I sense no creations of note. Perhaps they may have been made into fodder for experimentation, or perhaps they have been transferred to deeper circles. Yet Hep would have us would never allow you say passage. He has left a trial for you to overcome.
Boss fight.
I speak of Hegemon. Hegemon? Hegemon, right? Keyword of Abyssus. Although her presence is stained with marks of corruption, it is unmistakable. I knew her as a woman gifted in magic and blessed with a highly logical mind. While I can sense those qualities within her still, there is something else at work. If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say that's because she's already been twisted into a hemitheos. Doubtless against her will. Merely a Themis. We must rescue her from that cruel fate, and if we cannot, we can at least seal her away until we find means to undo the damage. Your abilities make you bold. Your allies make you bold, Eric. I very much look forward to seeing how far they carry you. That would explain why he has a disdain for him, right? Because he has a disdain for his younger self when he was weaker and had less ability.
Yeah, I guess.
Rather than just being a dickhead dad. Which I suppose in a way he still is a father to himself in that regard, right?
Mm-hmm. When do you want me to make food? It's nearly 3.
Whenever you want, babe. Do you want to stop after the next boss?
Yeah, let's do the boss and then I'll make food.
Hegemon was a woman of reason and logic. She would never be swayed by Hep's wretched schemes. She was not made to suffer over much. Let's not change our strategy. Now we prove our strength. Only then we can free the other warders. Okay. What are we doing? Oh, we have the boss now. Let's go. So is the boss the keyword? The next boss? Is that what they were saying?
One of the keywords. No, she's like one of the...
She's the last boss here. Then, right? Like Hesperos was.
No, she's not.
She's not the last boss.
She's the next boss now. She has been twisted. She's a worker here and she has been twisted.
Lahabrea... No, she was a keyword, right? She's not a...
I mean, there are multiple keywords.
Yeah, but in Asphodelos, the last boss was the keyword. Although they did... I don't know. Maybe we fight something completely different at the last two circles. Whoops. Oh, there's a lot of Spuda juice everywhere. Oh, she is next.
You read it out loud, Cal.
I didn't read it. Hello. I thought what they were saying is that she was going to be the last boss of this set of raids, right?
Nope. He said he posts the next trial on you.
Yeah, I get
And that's
that
her,
now.
that's what he
Yeah,
said.
I get the context. So we have squares on the floor. Creepy. The music's different again. We got vocals now. I like it. What the fuck am I doing? That's pretty straightforward.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. So her wings were glowing. So she did oh, she's doing it again. But she turned. She's doing it again. Oh, this is going to be an annoying boss to get positionals on. Dark 4. AoE. Poison on 4 people. Fuck, I double pressed the same thing. I'm not used to playing on this internet, so it's like completely different. Do we take a square each? Is that the idea?
I have no idea,
I
but
have a
it feels like it.
Takes control of the body when it goes off. So I'm stunned. I'm doing a frontal cone. Okay, I see.
Oh, okay, so you have
I
to
hit you with
aim away
yours,
from
yeah.
people. I'm dead.
Aim it
Fuck's
away
sake.
from people, yeah. Double tank buster. Gonna help them with this since you're dead.
So, oh, you have to face out.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
really.
You'll have different debuffs that mean you have to face different directions, I guess. To not kill people.
Watch the side.
Spinning. Oh, the healer's dead. AoE. Just infecting us again. Okay, I have the same debuff as last time.
I hope they face out.
Oh shit! No, but what's Dark Ashes do? Shit. Facing away. Okay, I live. I live, bitch. Double tank buster. What is this? 2 of them are swapping. shit. I was right though, they swapped. I just didn't understand how that would actually affect things going on. So where we are now is safe.
Oh,
Okay, I understand it. I get it.
I'm dead.
The song is a banger.
I don't know which part exactly swaps.
What do you mean?
Because it's like on the edge, right?
So one of them does 4 squares, one of them isn't doing 4 squares, right?
Oh, I get it.
See? Shit, I nearly ran the wrong way.
Why am I stuck?
You have a debuff that's making you do the frontal thing. You had the snake arm on you.
Oh, it's the same time. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
at the same time. It forces you to run through, right? I guess. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I can't run through the shit she does.
I mean, before you have to time running to the other side. Do you know what I mean?
She turns, Callum.
Yeah, and you have to time running through her so that you don't get hit while you're stunned. Do you get it?
I mean, it's very tight.
Yeah, maybe it's not the way you're supposed to do it, but maybe that was just my idea. We're doing this again. Oh, I see. We get things above our heads that indicates when we're getting stunned as well. I mean, there is a debuff. That's what I was watching before. But maybe you don't get the debuff in Savage. Oh shit, she cleaved at the same time. Cheeky. This is only boss 2, what the fuck?
I mean, we don't know what it does, right? So people get hit and stuff, so...
No, I didn't mean in terms of difficulty or anything. I meant like, I was listening to the music and looking at what was going off and shit and thinking to myself, like, this could be an end boss, you know? He is safe. Oh shit. Oh, I thought the boss would die before my cooldown came up. There we go. Very cool. What was it getting? Head, right? If I want boots. Get head and boots. I got the boots. I could sense from her that Hegemon had been contained. The effect of Hep's tinkering is even more dire than I had imagined. As is to be expected, Eric appears quite pleased with our victory. We've won. The keyword is sealed away. And alive this time. Lahabre can't deny us now. Give me the crit. Give me the crit. Give me the crit. Our plan was
I'll make food after this.
Sure. Our plan was a success, although I had hardly need to tell you that. Hegemon has been sealed away, and now you have no choice but to admit the merit in our methods. You have the right of it. I'm not so petty to deny the achievement of those I've squabbled with, no matter how strongly we disagree. Moreover, this being, ether as thin as retreating mist, unable to wield creation magics, yet powerful enough to subdue Hemithios. He has made this ordeal far more interesting. Then we have leave to continue. As for that, there is one among you whose very presence puts the others at risk. It would be best to proceed without him, for failure would have consequences that reach far beyond pandemonium. And whom do you speak? A warder who cannot even conduct his duty without aid. In this place, hope alone is not enough to overcome what awaits you. A single misstep will send you to the doom. With his fucking Lego hair. As long as we each do our part, look to the allies by our side, even a neophyte can upraise his companions. That's something that Merlia and Themis taught me. While I do not wish to express any bias, I am inclined to agree. If my investigation has made anything clear, it is that we are together greater than the sum of our parts. And hope has brought us this far. It drives us to seek the right path, and to act before the path lies close to us. Then tell me, what is it you hope for? To see Hep in chains. That's the surest way to prevent further sacrifices. I'm aware that destroying Pandemonium would rid us of him, but the cost is far too great. And I admit, I wish to know how he means to resurrect Athena. And there we have it. You must leave this place at once, and do not think to set foot in Pandemonium again. You are capable, that much is plain, yet Hep cannot be suffered to live, and I shall not allow his talk of resurrection to poison mine or anyone else's minds. Life flows in a circle, this is known. All souls return to the underworld, and Athena's is no exception. She has likely found a new vessel, and a new journey to embark upon. You cannot be ignorant to the folly of Hep's words. Even were he to breathe life into a body, the soul contained within would not be your mother's. What if that knowledge is imperfect? What if Hep has discovered something that no one else has? He knows all that you do, understands the bitter reality of the world. He wouldn't pursue the impossible. Think, Eric. I have already explained that he's merely my twisted reflection. Is it not worth bringing back your mother if it means others are used and discarded like tools? Is it worth it to see her once more? Now you measure the worth of your colleagues' lives. That was that foolish. What was that foolish braying about saving them? Merely a performance to hide your childish devotion to your mother. Please, such barbs will get us nowhere. We should first discuss. You would call me a fool? You who murdered your wife in service for your ambition? For the sake of the star, no doubt? I can hear it again. The voice inside my head. I know who to follow. Hep. Father. Mother. Oh, I love you so. And this voice will guide me to you. No, listen. Do not listen. Listen not, Eric. Blah, 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 blah. Not listen. He's not supposed to listen. Apologies. You taught me that calm heart stays the course, but I could never even grasp the rudder. Oh, Eric, you dumb bastard. We're gonna have to fight him again. Eric 2. Are we pausing there for food, babe?
I clicked a little bit ahead.
Okay, let's click a little bit ahead. Wait, undid my mouse. This was Hep's work, there can be no doubt. It seems he learned from his previous failure. So he seems to have some level of control over people for some reason. People who are warders of... pandemonium. Hep is cunning despite his warped mind. Whatever took hold of Eric, they made sure work of his reason. From the moment he laid eyes upon me, I could sense his hatred and rage simmering below the surface. It was but a matter of time before time until it spilled forth, and that was when he fell into the spell's embrace. A magic woven with such skill that Eric himself failed to notice until it was too late. If this is the measure of Hep's power, then the other keywords had little chance to resist it. We saw his work during our encounter with Hesperos. Doubtless Hep's magics fed his admiration and envy until there was no room for anything else. And there was something else besides. Did you not feel the presence of another? Nod. Urs. Blah 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 blah. As I thought, someone was trying to warn Eric, but whom? Could it be one of the keywords? Alas, their warning arrived too late. I had already provoked Eric past the point of no return. I bear the burden for this failure. In my stubbornness, I could but scorn the boy, and Hep knew that. And now I dread to think of the ordeal that awaits him due to my rashness. There is yet time to save him. We can easily regain control of Abyssos, easily? I mean, I'm not sure about that. Giving us a firm foothold from which to brave Pandemonium's lowest levels. The enemy is within reach. Just as with Hesperos, Eric is in danger of being consumed by Hep's spell, probably. However, I have faith that he will not easily lose sight of himself. The way forward is clear, Lahabrea. Pray tell us what you know of... What? Lahabrea, pray tell us all you know of what we shall find beyond Abyssus. I can only assume one more keyword lies in wait. The deepest levels of Pandemonium is called a Tartarus. Oh, okay, literally hell in Greece. And your passage shall be challenged not only by by a keyword. Hep has laid traps in every corner of its holes. You have no hope of surviving past the threshold. That I expect is where Marilia shall shine. Damn straight, motherfucker. Her dissolute aether shall allow her to slip through the traps unimpeded. We saw it when Hep had no effect, and doubtless even he has yet to devise a countermeasure. Then time is of the essence. Hep is already well aware that you can match his keyword in battle. He will not stand idle while you stroll past his other defenses at your leisure. Agreed. However, clarity will be indispensable to our success, and I am afraid I must insist it ere we depart. We have yet to discern to what end Hep would use Eric. If you know, I would ask that you enlighten us. And then there is the matter of Athena. Why do you so fiercely rebuke Eric's feelings towards his mother? While I understand the very thought of resurrecting the dead in an anathema, you act as if grief over her passing should be equally so. How are we to grapple with what plagues our friend and drives our foe if you refuse to acknowledge it? I do acknowledge it. I wish only to spare those that feel its still greater pain. Did you mean to protect Eric with your silence? So instead of being honest, you bicker like a child? And so you drove your own son over the edge? I'm going with 2. What did you go for? What did he is the same? How dare you? No, you're right. The blame for Eric's fate rests squarely on my shoulders. Very well, I shall lay bare the truth, but only after the foe before us had been laid low. Should I keep going, babe? Okay. Did you read it? You don't want me to read it to you, though. Okay, sorry. My bad. The remaining keyword is Agdistis. She has served in Pandemonium since its inception, and her affinity for magic is peerless even among the keywords. Hep knows that losing her would mean the end of his experiment. He has hidden her in a space unreachable by conventional means. But your presence makes mockery of such barriers. Scarcity of your ether means it will be trivial to send you directly to Agdistis. We shall approach as closely as caution will allow. We know where the battle will commence, so I do not anticipate difficulty in detecting your presence. From afar, I shall do my best to provide you with ground on which to fight, and phantom allies to aid you. As for the internment, I have yet to think of a foolproof method. Ask La Habred. Internment should not be necessary. From here I can sense Agdistis' essence, but it is scarcely recognizable. Hep was more ambitious with her than he was with Hegemone. She has been transfigured with such that barely a scantling of herself remains. We can but take comfort in what mercy the underworld will be to her. I gotta pee. I sense that Hep has come close to perfecting his image of a Hemetheos, which means his search is in its final stage. I shall establish control of Abyssus, while keeping an eye on your battle. When the dust has settled, Hep will have nowhere left to flee. Eric's mind falls into the hands of the enemy and he's spirited away to Tartarus. Pandemonium's deepest circle. The only path to his rescue goes through Agditis, whose magics are peerless among the keywords, even more so now they have been augmented by Hep's endless experimentation. To deliver her soul from suffering and bring Eric to safety, you must face your most daunting foe yet. Okay, I pee. Okay. What do I do while Jing makes food? I want to check to see if... Whoops, not the saucer. Hold off. I want to see if the Criterion dungeons are out. I assume so, because they showed it off a lot in the live letter. That was about 6.2, not 6.25. Is this it? No. Where would it be? I thought it'd be in Uldar. Maybe not. Alchemist. Weaver, Miner, Goldsmith. Maybe it is 625. It's not here, at least. Can't think where else it would even be. Rising Stones? Maybe we should just look it up. See. Oh, I guess Criterion Dungeon is 2.5 then. Huh. Oh wait, here? Yeah, 2.5. Fuck, I thought it was now. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Damn. Damn it. I guess I'll unlock the island then. Let's just return. Island Sanctuary. Good day to you, my lady. Come see Tartary. Tartary's boutique in the flesh, no doubt. My interest you on the world famous silk socks. They're so comfortable you don't even realize you're wearing them. What's that? You're an acquaintance of the proprietress? Heavens, you're the Marilia? Mistress Totoro has told me all about you. Come to think of it, I was to inform her immediately if you happen to stop by. Please wait just a moment, I'll go fetch her immediately. I did shave my beard. There you are, Marilia. Totaro. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Business is booming and I can hardly keep up. Not that I'm complaining, it feels as if only yesterday I was welcoming you as my first customer. Yet look at us now. Why don't I just go to the fucking shop instead of meeting you here? But I'm sure you're wondering why I wish to speak with you. I have a surprise for you, a gift in fact, a gorgeous exclusive and above all properly registered. Island Sanctuary. Gib. You heard that right. I, Taru, am presenting you with your very own island. I know you'll be tempted to demur with, are you certain? Or you're far too kind. Quite certain, and yes, I know. But I hope you can accept this gift in the spirit of friendship. I have seen the weight of the burdens you carry firsthand, after all. You rose to become a champion of Eorzea, and now a hero known across the star and far beyond. Which leaves very few places where you might be free of duty and expectation. As I considered where you might find such an oasis, an idea washed over me like an oncoming tide. The sea. In an island paradise with naught but serenity and nature for malms. Even you should be free to relax. So what'd you say? Yes? 1,000 times yes? It's as though you've read my mind. What are we waiting for? Toss me in a hold and set sail. Put me in storage, man. Do it. It's good to know we're on the same mind. Truly, there's no time like the present to be on our way. We make for the Mulberry Dry Docks. Look for Baldwin, a skipper near the Aetherite. He should be expecting us. I love the jingle. The music so far in this patch is actually 10 out of 10. I hope there's another fucking... Actually, I don't know. Do I? I kind of love the second turn song. Or the 6th turn song. Wait, where was I going? The Morrowby Docks. That's fucking... Limsa? Outside of Limsa? I just sell from here. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Baldwin. Doesn't seem to be Baldwin to me. Really, are you? The little mistress told me to expect you. She said she'd be along shortly herself. But speak of the devil. She's dressed for it. Did I get that outfit? That would look good on me. Really, I thought I'd dress light for our voyage, given the notorious humidity of the Southern Isles. Just everything's in order, Baldwin. Aye, just give me an order when you're ready to sail. You've nothing to fear where we're going, not since any marauder with an ounce of sense in 'em hung up their axe. This whole island sanctuary business came about from the Admiral reckoning we need something to do now piracy's off the table. Matter of fact, just look at me. A bloody stand-up citizen ferrying folk around. Any road, you packed rather light for adventure of this sort? You do realise you're responsible for bringing your own tools and supplies. Not to worry, we'll procure everything there. You'll what now? How in the hell do you plan to do that? Oh, I have a little something in mind. Let's just say the idea was good enough to land us our permit. Is that so? Well, best of luck to you both. I'm sure you're just itching to see our new domain, so I'll fill you in on all the juicy deals. Thanks, Tataru. Make your preparations. We'll report the moment you give word. I'll be waiting for you on the ferry. Am I going to be able to actually get on the island? There'd be too many people. Too many people trying to access it. I mean, I heard earlier that there was problems with instance transfers. Travel to my island. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Really, look towards the horizon. Beautiful, isn't it? Alright, Luffy. Oh no. Those things are here. There's nothing like a sea voyage to rekindle the adventuring spirit. So what do you think? This untamed isle is yours to cultivate as you see fit. Or not, as it were. If nothing else, think of it as your personal hideaway, a not-so-secret one. The refreshing caress of the wind, the soothing whisper of the waves. How liberating. I admit I've been looking forward to joining you here. Now, this may come a bit of a surprise, but the Isle was once commandeered by a band of pirates and used as a supply base. Fortunately for us, the group disbanded years ago, and the Isle has since largely returned to its natural state. As you know all too well, Merle Wibb's never been one to sit around idly. She's had her eyes on the seal dollars, formulating plans for island settlements for years now. Now that sense of peace has settled throughout the realm, she finally decided to put those plans into motion. Chosen few has been permitted to become keepers of private islands in the vast archipelago, and you're one of them. My industrious idea of procuring all materials needed to settle here locally struck a chord with the Admiral when she read my proposal, so much so that she's happy to grant me a deed. This is not exactly a one-woman job. Probably not, no. Not to worry, I've arranged for ample assistance. I shall happily introduce you in a moment. You need to follow me towards the charming little clearing I've designated as your base of operations. If we simply clamber up the slope, proceed along the path, we should bump into, well, you'll see. Can I mount? Can't mount. I kind of want to run over that way, but I'll go this way. I'll do as she tells me. Tarataru. It looks like Kryl. Allow me to introduce you to the Felicius Furball, the leader of your team of helpers. Well, if it isn't the owner herself, it shall be my pleasure to advise you whether you desire it or not. I think we'll get along just fine. In addition to our feline friend here, to the Liberty preparing a variety of other mammoths to assist with construction and development of the Isle. You'll be pleased to know that they are the latest and greatest models developed by one of the most brilliant minds in Charlene. I heard that a professor of the studium was searching for a means to make use of his advanced automata. To make a long story short, I made him an offer he couldn't refuse. Managed to acquire all of them for an unbeatable price of free. Why? As I understand, the mammoths were produced in secret whilst the Forum formulated plans for the mass exodus. Intended to be used as laborers on distant stars to help construction of a new home for the people of Theris. It seems all the reason for their existence vanished when the threat to our star was gone. As you can imagine, the professor was quite conflicted over what to do with the remains of what may well have been his life's work. But after some negotiation, I convinced him to entrust them to us on the condition we share the data retrieved from development on the Isle. Further, while I know it sounds like an ordeal and a half to procure all necessities from the land itself, there is ample practical justification for such experimentation. You see, the Admiral's vision is for people from all walks of life to have access to these island sanctuaries, and my idea might just be the most effective way to accomplish that. If one has the capital at hand to purchase the materials and equipment needed for such bold endeavour, it's a simple matter to subsist safely and comfortably in a remote location, but that limits potential Isle keeps to the paltry few. What of those without such funds who simply wish to enjoy nature and live off the land? We must, prove that such a feat is possible, and assist in providing these would-be Isle keeps with the knowledge they need to succeed. Only then will the islands truly be sanctuaries. Nodders? Fret not, Mistress Tataru. I'm gonna sneeze. With authentic Charlene ingenuity and Okay, I'm good. Ingenuity and know-how at my claw tips, the simple-minded individual, despite the enhancements in vocal organ design, the mechanism still gets stuck from time to time. Goodness, that's a relief, but I should leave you to get properly acquainted. I'll return to see the fruits of your partnership when they're ripe for the picking. For now, enjoy your own personal paradise. Cultivate the land or explore. Choice is yours. Yes, yes, welcome to the island. Give the word when you're finished ogling the surroundings. Prefer to get on with the sordid business sooner than later. I should also very much like to discuss the manner of my payment. We may now visit the place and do stuff. Cool. I like islands. I think. We'll find out. If I get this noise constantly, then I'm happy. Cool. Explore the wilds, build landmarks, grow crops, tend to animals, and enjoy everything this slice of paradise has to offer. No restrictions. Accumulate island experience by engaging in activities. You can do more stuff when you get more XP. Realize your vision. I understand. Okay, what are we doing first? Now listen, Marilia, may I call you Marilia? Well, I will anyway. Before we get started, I wanted to make it clear that while you may be the owner, I command the mammoths, and as such, I demand a considerable sum. I would hate for us to get off on the wrong foot. With that settled, beyond the slope lies a clearing that Mrs. Tartaru believed would serve as a base of operations. Let's give it a look. Hey, man, no? No. What's this stuff? Blue. Growing cotton candy. Fine place to set up shop, would you not agree? Yes, I think I'll do nicely. Now that it has much potential, this clearing is currently as bare as a white baboon's buttocks. We'll need some form of shelter from the elements if we're truly to make anything of it. Mr. Turu has told me of your exploits, but I think it's safe to assume chopping down a tree with your bare hands is outside your repertoire. Not that I ask you even if you could. We need tools for delicate work. As such, first order of business to craft yourself a hatchet. You'll need 3 palm leaves and 2 stones. Follow east along the path. Make your first foray into the wilderness to procure them. If you get any funny ideas about exploring the isle and opt to leave me out here waste in the rain, you'll find my twin, the Furious Furball, waiting here instead. Before you go, I have something for you. It's called Isle Keep Index. It's to keep track of your projects on the isle. That should be all for now. Safe travels. Goodbye. I'll return Isle Sprint. Can I mount here now? Oh, I can. So I have this. Gather mode, free mode. Guide. So I want to be in gathering mode, right? Gathering log, inventory. Okay, gather mode. Oh, my mount is so fast. How do I know what I can gather? Seem to be able to get anything. Let's put this over here, I guess. Oh, over here I can gather. Oh, there's stuff everywhere. Gather the log. This is some fucking Sonic Adventure ass sounding music. Pumpkin seeds. Are these still pumpkin seeds? Yeah. Okay, I don't need pumpkin seeds right now. This is apples. Vines. Did I need leaves? I need leaves, logs, and branches? Oh, it says here. Stones and palm leaves. That's leaves, I guess? Yeah. Or is that reeds? That's vines. Fucking big ass monkeys. Chunky boys. Pretty good on vines. I guess this is stones in the river. Sand. Oh. Stones on the shore? Yeah, stones. Stones and sand on the shore. Okay. Let's just gather a bunch of this. I only found one stone, actually. It's all sand. I only got one stone out of that. Weird. Oh, what's this stuff? Islewort. Second stone. Still sand. Yeah, I don't need Islewort. What's this big tree? Oh, it's not. It's just the Islewort next to the big tree. Jesus Christ, this place is huge. No wonder you travel at like 90 fucking thousand% speed. All this sand and no stones. Sap. Sap's new. What's this? Islewort. All of it's Islewort. Palm leaf. Oh, I got a palm leaf. I need those. What's this? Kind of rock? Stone. Yes, I need that as well. Can I need another 3 palm leaves? Actually, getting stone though. Or anything around this coast? Or stone? What's this? This is new. Palm leaves? Oh no, it's more Islewort. This palm leaves? Looks like it. Yeah. Okay, I need palm trees. Logically. There isn't many palm trees that I can loot, though. Thanks, shots. Just gonna eat food. Take a break. Okay, I'm back. Camera on, go. Okay, you ready, yeah, babe?
Ah.
Why are you squeaking?
Full.
You
I ate too much.
Did you eat too much?
Yeah.
Do you have the same amount of food as I did, or no? Or less?
Less.
Oh. My sanctuary ranked up. Ooh. They remind me of the things from Anida, actually. The concept crystals.
It looks nice. Oh no, we're gonna fall. Ooh.
She's been turned into a tree.
Yeah, but a big deformation.
Yo. Okay. It's got a huge hitbox.
That is big.
Bow of Itis. Oh, come on. And it stuns you. And it knocks you back. Oh! I made it. Holy. Okay, spreading. Flare 3. Okay, it's a huge fucking AoE, but with a circle safe space. Bow. I think going close to him is going to be safe. Yeah. Okay, go away from him. Can I hit him? No, I can't hit him anywhere on the platform. Quite. Three platforms. Yeah. Okay, there are there are pathways between the platforms. Oh, he's doing the bow thing again. Then he's going to try and sweep, I guess. Yeah. Is there an identifier as when which side he's sweeping on, other than the lines?
Don't think so.
Oh shit, this is a huge tank buster. It's like platform-wide tank buster. What was that? I missed that entirely.
AoE and it with a bleed.
Oh, an AoE bleed.
And AoE damage.
Yeah. Convergence of ether between something.
At phase.
Is it ads? Get off of the platforms. I guess. Oh shit, there's a big AoE thing coming. This should be a safe spot. Forbidden fruit. What do these do? Oh, these are gonna be donuts, I guess. Oh no, they're not. Just charges.
Yeah. It's like, Zodiac, right?
Kinda, yeah. It's kind of similar to Zodiac. Wait, how the fuck do we...
Oh, up here, top right. Oh, what? I felt that. What?
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what the fuck
It looked like there was a safe spot.
It didn't to me.
So, did everyone just take damage? Or?
No, no, no. It changed the platform back at the last second. And we could go in the middle.
Oh. Good to know.
It's doing the slam. When you're up. Shit. Oh, he's doing forbidden fruit with this platform set up now. They do AoE circles. Okay. Is this a repeat? If this is repeated mechanics, it's hiding a lot of shit. Doing fruit again. Only 2 fruits. Oh, and it's doing bow. Okay, I see. I fucked up. More fruit. It's in between these. Oh, we got towers as well, though. Oh, we missed one. Fuck. Both healers.
There were literally people stood there. I don't know why they moved back.
They didn't see it. They didn't know what they were doing, right?
What? I didn't even move and I got knocked off.
Knockbacks aren't affected by.
Oh, that is so stupid.
I don't think. Oh, we're dead to the bleed. Is he just spamming the bleed now?
Yeah.
Is this in rage?
Looks like it.
No, it's not. This is my least favorite fight so far, I think.
Yeah, it's a bit eh.
It's a bit slow. I like this song so much though, I don't really care that we wipe. I don't know why I can tell which side it's going to do the thing on. It might just be luck. Oh yeah, the thing that you thought was a safe spot just looks like the platform's transforming.
Yeah.
The visual of the platform transforming.
Yeah, it looked like it. I didn't look, fuck's sake.
What's up? You died?
No.
This song reminds me so much of Attack on Titan for some reason. Sounds like it belongs on the Attack on Titan soundtrack.
No.
No?
No.
Why no?
Attack on Titan soundtrack is way cooler.
I'm guessing these things that connect the platforms are going to disappear on harder difficulties. So you have to like make the decision way earlier.
Probably.
Big healing pot. Oh, he's dead. So far, I like Carbuncle best. And this the worst.
Yep.
The next one's not even going to be anything like it is on Savage, right? So it's hard to tell with the last one. So you normally have like an entirely different like phase.
I mean, this is like LFR, right? So.
Yeah. I mean, like the last one, the fourth one, is usually extremely different in Savage. Head. No boots dropped. Please give head. Got the food buff. Oh, I need to redo my adventure plate now as well. Story. What's up, boys? The moment Agditus was slain, the flow of ether and pandemonium focused keenly on this location, creating a tunnel of sorts through which we could quickly convey ourselves. It was almost as if we were ushered here. The space was created with care and concealed with powerful wards. Only a keyboard would have been able to detect it, and even then, with great difficulty. Ergo. If only I could restore Tartarus to order. But I am afraid this is the most I can manage, with such power as remains to me. It's been too long, Master La Habrea. Likewise, Keyword Agditus. I should not be surprised you were able to break free of Hesp's spell, even diminished as you were. 'Twas not an easy task, even with your aid. His curses dig into one's heart, creating a storm of emotions that is all too easy to become lost in. Only by chance did a fragment of myself remain, illuminating a path through the madness. And thus I am able to appear before you now, even while my body was powerless to resist Hep's commands. Some small part of my logical mind stood alone in defiance. It even managed to speak to the outside world. The report, that was you. Huh, interesting. Doubtless you recognize my voice from the many times I have called out to you. The hope that those pleas would not fall on deaf ears was all that kept me from succumbing to hopelessness. But I have a greater purpose here than simply saying my farewells. There is something you must know. The tragedies of the past do not repeat in the present. Forgive me for what I'm about to do, Master La Habrea, but the story must be told. 'Tis the only way to understand Hep's fixation on Eric. No longer can you hide your heart away. Hep, no, the mask marks him as La Habrea. Master La Habrea has brought an end to Lady Athena's life, and sealed away a part of his memories and emotions with Hep. These are my recollections of the moments following. And you truly have no intention of revealing the truth to Eric? My lesser half is now buried where none can find it. We would be wise to do the same with our memory of this day. Blood should not sway the spirit, sir, but Athena's teachings have warped the boy. I fear he would see a star burn to keep his mother safe. Eric believes that he feels love, but he is shackled by dependence. He could not bear the truth. His dependence makes it all the more important to be open with him. He will seek answers about his mother's loss, which shall inevitably lead him to you. Are you willing to accept the blame for Athena's death, or are you willing to accept your son's hatred? If that's what comes to pass, then so be it. Better than to burden him with to be burdened with hatred than acknowledge that Athena thought his body and soul mere tools to be used and discarded. Even were I to tell him what his mother plotted, he would ever seek reasons to believe that the true fault lies with me or with him. Should he merely hate me, he will remain unfettered by doubt, free to serve the star from his apparent shadows.
So the mummy was the bad one.
The mummy is the baddie. And he buried his memories, literally. He took a part of his memories and put them into something, and that's now taken his appearance, right? Eric loved his mother more than life itself, and yet what a dreadful truth you've borne all this time. She was controlling him, right? She was a narcissist, I guess. Such is La Habra's nature. Every action, every word, a solution to life's great dilemmas, and none to spare for his own. What I have revealed to you is but a small portion of a larger picture. I shall leave it to La Habrea to paint the rest for you, and for Eric, I hope. Thank you, Agditis.
Sounds like a disease.
What, Agditis?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does a bit. I always admired you, you know. What choice did I have when you sacrificed so much to guide our star to the heavens? Ep has doubtless sensed his final keyword has fallen, and we should return to the servers before he moves to strike us here. If we are to face him, we must prepare to bring our full strength to bear. It was Eric's hatred of his father that caused him to fall victim to Hep's magics. Yet the roots of that hatred were born from a son's love. A love nurtured not by a mother caring for her offspring, but by a researcher creating the ideal test subject. Pandemonium abounds with demons indeed. Agditis was ever a bold woman, even in her final moments, that she would unearth the secrets of my past for all to look upon. Still, full glad am I that she faced you as her last opponent. I can think of none more worthy to send her soul off to the other side. Answers to questions held long. The vision you saw told the story far more eloquently than I ever could. Athena was consumed by her research and was willing to sacrifice her own child if it hastened her progress. She did not offer him a position here out of a sense of love or pride. It was merely because she knew he would be the most pliable test subject. I see now why you hid the truth from him. I cannot say with certainty that Eric could handle the weight of such betrayal after holding his mother on a pedestal for so long. Unfortunately, it seems not even her death has ensured his safety. Hep has taken up Athena's research and succeeded in creating Hemathoi. I know not what his ultimate end is, but it is plain it is connected with the resurrection of Athena. Knowledge alone is sufficient to direct that course of action. As for the rest of your story, we shall hear it after we have returned Eric to safety, in accordance with Agditis' last wish. Very well. I can at least assure you that finding him will prove relatively simple now that Hep has no longer bends Pandemonium to his will. There is but one place left for him to find refuge, the Black Heart of Tartarus, where Athena built her testing compound. We can assume that Hep will offer fierce resistance, I must focus my every effort on securing a safe means of approach. Nodders. Well, Habrir, I would ask that you assume the duty of summoning Marlia's Phantom Warriors. I have no objections. My ability to fight within Tartarus would be greatly diminished in any case. However, I wish to deal the final blow to Hep myself. There is no need to dirty your hands with such a deed. I take it then that you have no intention to seal him away as before. The presence I felt when I encountered Hep bore little resemblance to the entity I created. By my own hands he has become something far more wicked, and the same magics that once shackled him may very well shatter before the power he wields. On my pride as a researcher, I am loath to repeat the same mistake twice. I would not see these events play out again, and so he must be extinguished. Well then, I shall open the way forward. May we finish this together. I wonder if he succeeds then. This is an entire another raid series after this. If he reses Athena. The end is in sight. Return safely, my friend. If Hep truly means to continue Athena's research, then Eric is indispensable to his goals. He is safe, but for how much longer I cannot say. Okay. Lego. Not many people queuing for this one. Follow me into the night, pandemonium. Da, 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 da. I wonder if we're getting the same song for this fight. Or we'll get a unique one. The first one was different, right? There was no vocals. It was like the same song, but like a different version of it. So what was she locking away? I mean, obviously the reason that this place was built here must have to do with some reason, right? Like, the location is clearly important, right? We're actually missing 1 DPS. Crazy. With Pandemonium free of Hesp's control, the way forward is clear of obstacles. Lahabrea senses that the other half is cloistered away within the depths of Tartarus, where Athena carried out her most clandestine research. Looks like DNA.
Ericthonios is mine, heart and soul. And with your death, none will be left to stop me.
He's buff.
Perfect imperfection. Cool that it was voice acted. I'm not that far
Yeah.
off with his voice, actually.
Oh, red balls this time.
La Habrea balls. He looks like a fucking Resident Evil villain. And yeah, completely different music. How many squares? Oh, there's like edges as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then edges as well.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
Oh no, we have 2 sages.
Genesis of Flame. Big hit. And the edges on fire.
From fulgent flame my
Sunforge.
servants rise.
He has a fire dragon.
Out of my sight.
Oh shit. Okay, well that's a
Leave
frontal
naught but
bat.
ash in your wake.
Okay, Phoenix. Phoenix is gonna be sides, maybe?
Let sheep sorrow
Sides.
into your heart.
Okay.
So you have to look at what he's summoning. This is sides again.
I tire of this farce.
I like that he's voiced. Flame Viper's tanks.
Behold the fruits of
Forged
sacrifice.
Reflection.
Oh, what the fuck?
He's turned
That's
into
so cool.
a fucking thing.
You will know my rage.
Push to the sides. And then a push from there. Okay, so we're gonna get pushed to that, and then push from where he is now.
Jane, I need to. There's a raid happening.
And then to here. Yeah.
Okay, I got that one.
Hey, Vec Arts. Thanks for the follow, man. Rearing Rampage. Okay, I'm getting away from his ass. Okay, that's not what it was. It's fine. You're never sure with this game. Sometimes just the word rear being in it is like an indicator of it being rear.
Perish in flame's embrace.
Middle?
Go forth and sate your boundless
He's
hunger.
chaining to those two. Does that mean they're gonna explode? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just doing the last boss of the new normal raid, that's all, man. Oh, fuck.
Oh, what?
Wait, did he chain again? Or did I not see it?
Oh, it's where the
it's
thing goes
yeah,
in.
it's where they're diving into. Yeah, I see it.
From fulgent flame my servants rise.
Sunfall out of the middle. To the sides.
A fitting death.
Genesis of this is the big AoE, right? I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I shall see my wish fulfilled.
Transformation.
He didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing it now. Oh, he has the snake arms from the second boss. Or a snake arm, I guess.
Afraid to be consumed.
Is these? Do we have to look away from these? Yeah. Fuck. I didn't do it right. Timed it wrong. They're ads? Oh, we have to kill them. Okay, so if you get hit by the petrification, it just makes it harder to kill them in time, I guess. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a Black Hand type deal. This is going to be a really fast, and furious boss. Ooh, that nearly killed me. I have 2 bombs, I guess. And Savar.
Sear flesh from bone.
I wasn't certain why that was safe, but I just had a feeling.
They came back.
Yeah. They drew boxes. Oh, they're drawing boxes. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, okay, so that's the safe spot. Okay, I understand now.
Leave naught but ash in your wake.
Out of the middle. Dragon.
Out of my sight.
I'm having to freestyle my rotation a bit here. Kind of threw it.
Behold the
I think
fruits
this
of
song is a
sacrifice.
remix that has like parts of Academia and Ida in it, actually. Oh, he turned into the dog thing again.
You will know my rage.
See where he's going first. Okay, there. Straight across then. And then to the middle. Straight across. Into the middle. There we go. And one more. Done. This is a cool fight.
Yeah, I like it.
I don't think it's as cool as Hesperos was on normal mode.
The animations look so cool.
Yeah, he's really fucking cool.
Perish in flames and
Transformation and stuff. Oh shit, middle.
Go forth and sate your boundless hunger.
Corners. He's doing the squares as well at the same time. Its edges.
From Fulgen's flame my servants rise.
Edge. Edge, 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 edge.
Fitting death.
Cool boss. I still think the
Yeah.
first boss was my favorite one. Sorry? I already responded mid-fight. Well, he's not dead. Wonder if La Habre is going to come and put him down.
Well, he wanted to, right?
Yeah, if this is the deepest part of Pandemonium, maybe I'm right about the next tier taking place, like, somewhere else. Oh, is there a pet? What's the pet? A wind-up Eric? Oh, I won it. I won wind-up Eric. Actually, I got the second headpiece, right? Where do they go? Boots. Head. Yeah, nice. I got all my loot that I wanted. Okay. What's gonna happen now? Meow. The chain of events that led to this moment began with my error. When out of mercy I confined you here. Now I break it and leave no trace of you behind. This is not over. I see you will not go peacefully. He's got a hostage, man. This is a hostage situation. Even a cast-off would uphold his pride. Though such an impulse must speak to the overwhelming arrogance of my other half. The name Hephaestus shall grow to eclipse yours. None shall remember the deeds of La Habrea once I fulfill Athena's ambition and bring Eric's dream to life. You speak as if you care a whit for the boy. Why then do you cower behind him? There are some desires which must not be realized. Athena would see the world destroyed if it meant she could find hers in the ruins. As for Eric, he knows not what his wish would beget, a truth which you have hidden from him. Do you truly believe a father's role is to deceive and manipulate? My wish. Oh really, Avak? What sort of thing do you do? You'd claim the name I'm gonna just claim Hep again. Hep. And call yourself his father, yet you bind his mind and body in dark chains. Your words and your pride ring hollow. Athena wanted her son by her side, and he desires to return there. What wickedness is there in mending a broken family? Athena cared naught for Eric beyond how he could serve her ends. You claim to be acting in his interest, but 'tis plain you are no different. As I ushered Athena to her end, I vowed that my sole mission in life would be to guide his star true. Or this star true. In service to that vow, I silenced the whispers of my heart. I could not nurture a son whilst the entire world looked upon me for guidance. For that choice, I bear the responsibility. Yet here he is my son, and I will not suffer you to seduce him with false hope. You, who are naught but bitter dregs of Athena and I, the very worst of us. Of both of them? Mother, no, then how do I... Trust in La Habrea, hearken to your heart, come back to us. What did you pick, babe?
I don't know. What do you want to pick?
I feel like the last one is the best one.
I'll go with the second one.
Isn't his heart telling him to fucking resurrect his mother, though? Isn't that the whole problem?
I don't think he wanted to resurrect her.
I hear you, I owe you, and Themis, an apology. Athena, did you ever... And La Habrea I will have my say. That pose in the dress is kind of funny. How? His mind was mine. I can't explain. Merely his words reached me through the haze. They rang loud and clear. As did the words of another, in a voice much like yours, but resounding with truth. La Habrea, the real one. Oh, we're interring it? I thought we were going to kill him. Oh, is he going to actually do it himself? Go, Eric. When did you master these bonds? Oh, we've interred much worse. You worthless. You. Ah! So we are putting him. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Oh, I see.
Is that how thing? What?
He put his memories and emotions into the soul crystal, right?
Yeah.
But then it took on a life of its own for whatever reason.
Oh.
I think, anyway. We'll find out, no doubt. It appears my failures are born fruit after all. So that's the La Habrea sigil. You did well, son. Papi.
Dada.
Dada. Where's Themis right now? Oh, could he not come for whatever reason? Oh, he was holding the path open, right? Where are we? With Hep's essence contained in this crystal, we may safely return Eric above. That he would bind Hep with only half his senses intact. You quite understated his depth of... Fuck me, I can't read. You quite understated his adeptness in the art of internment. It was hardly what I had in mind, but a feat deserving of praise nonetheless. This room's super cool. Are we inside, though? Are we inside the fucking thing?
Yeah. They can make realms and stuff, right?
Oh my god, look. You see the eye in the back? Can you see it here?
Show me.
Turn around. Or are you looking on stream?
Oh yeah, all the way in the back,
A
right?
giant fucking eye over there?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Is there anything else, like, hidden?
Well, at least we found the tentacles.
Actually, yeah, there were no tentacle. Wait, did we? Where was the tentacles?
Literally in the tubes.
Hmm. The floor has the mark of La Habrea all over it as well. Just noticed that. I feel no trace of Hep's poison on your mind. And for a blessing, it appears your body is none the worse for wear. I think my La Habrea voice has slipped. Oh, hey, Themis. I made my way here as soon as I could. I no longer sense Hep, and the force assailing Pandemonium's barriers has ceased. Are we rid of him for good and all? I see. Despite his middle sentence, Eric felt that to seal Hep away was the proper course. It wasn't so noble as that. I only knew something had to be done, so I acted. La Habrea, was that how you dealt with Hep in the past? I'm such a giant.
Why are you laughing?
Because Hep reminds me of hepatitis. Like,
Oh,
and
God.
the way that that sentence just sounded way too close to what could have been, you know. Indeed,
Yeah.
he was not but the parts of my memory and soul that I had cut away, a mass of ether without a material vessel. Storing his essence within a crystal was the most logical choice. On that matter, I believe the time has come for you to share the rest of your tale of Hep's creation and Athena's end. I heard your words, but only vaguely, as if from under the surface of a deep pool. My mother wished to use me? I would hear the whole... Wait, what time is it? Okay, we're good. I would hear the whole truth. I want to know what happened here, and what drove Athena to act as she did. I'm ready. Story time with La Habrea. Athena's brilliance outshone us all. Even the other members of the Words of La Habrea were as children in comparison. So dedicated to research was she that it was not unheard of for her to forget meals or even sleep. Her mind was ever grasping for knowledge, and it was in the endless search that she became obsessed with uncovering the secrets of life. You see, while we can conceive life in various forms, the means of creating a soul are beyond our ken. Similarly, though, we can enhance our alter our physical vessels. We have ever been bound to them. Athena's purpose was to shatter these limitations. What, like the Asians, like, can body hop? Is that what she was researching? That kind of
Maybe.
magic? Such limitations as we were not meant to surpass, she sought to enter the realm of gods. Scarce few have the ability to comprehend what such a task entails, let alone the courage to attempt it. For most, the thought would be idle fantasy, considered once and then discarded, not so for Athena. As leader of the Words of La Habrea, I spoke with her often about transcending our being. From an academic perspective, the challenge had plagued countless researchers through the ages. It was during these musings that I began to formulate a theory, a means by which a person could meld with a creation. The weakness of one would be mitigated by the strengths of the other, and the result would be something greater than we have ever imagined. Although it was but a theory, Athena insisted I develop it further, curious about every detail along the way. Our conversations became more frequent and our platonic relationship grew something much more. I take it I was born not soon after. Yes, son. I banged your mother. Just so. I believe she bore a true affection for me, was blind to her hidden intentions. When Pandemonium was built and she requested to lead the researchers, I saw no reason to deny her. Even setting aside our relationship, her accomplishments as a scholar made her the obvious choice. However, in giving her Pandemonium, I would give her free rein to conduct whatever experiments she could devise. And when you found out what she was doing, you killed her. I made haste to Pandemonium the moment I learned of these hidden chambers. I left Agditus to keep watch from Tartarus's vestibule, as I ventured deeper, knowing not what would await me. As for what occurred next, it is best to see with your own eyes. We're getting a lot of lore in this part. I'm really curious what the last part's gonna be. Is that me? You are well aware that out of respect for our neighbors in Elpis, the researchers of Pandemonium are not to be masked. Yet you stand before me with your face covered. What petty defiance is this? What indeed? So quick you are to rebuke me, though you yourself have not set foot in these halls since their inception. You must have known you could not conceal this from myself and Agditus forever. As well, you know that I cannot allow it to continue. I shall say this but once. Release Eric, else I shall have no choice but to strike you down. I would meet my end at the hands of none other. However, ere my time has come, I will have you know why of it. Then you will not desist. Once you understand what has driven me this far, you shall see that stopping was never an option. The feelings of one weigh little against the needs of the entire star. Of course, of that I am well aware. You did not deign to descend from your lofty heights simply to lecture me as you would a child. You have an interest in my motivations. What possessed Athena, peerless researcher and mother of the son of the great La Habrea, to embark upon the path of her downfall? History will demand an answer, but it is you who deserves one. Give me your hand, La Habrea, and we shall know one another. Oh, I read too slowly. Impossible, you bonded your souls? Aye, that the boundaries between us would cease to be. She offered me everything to be understood. I found myself unable to refuse at that moment. My mind was a storm of questions, yet one roared the loudest. Did Athena ever truly love me? I am become thee, memory and mind. And I thee. What does this do to a person? Flashbang them, apparently. Can you feel it? My heart, all that I am. Yes, as if it were my own. A fathomless desire to dissect the mysteries of life, to transcend our mortal flesh and bleed into a higher plane of existence. An unquenchable thirst for knowledge, not a single thought spared for another, for the star. How disappointing. Yet what is known cannot be unknown. You have beheld my life's work. Try as you might to excise the memory, the seed of desire remains, and when it takes root, you too shall be consumed by the selfsame fervor. She basically infected him? I will dig it out. I will dispense with the corruption in my soul ere you rot and insight spreads.
Yeah, that's why he separated. Yeah.
'Twas my weakness that let this wickedness fester, but never again. Today I cast aside fickle emotion and abide in duty alone. Today I renounce all that I was and live only as La Habrea. Thus did I forsake a part of myself that had been polluted by Athena, sealing it within a crystal. Never did I think I would one day face those memories made flesh. Forgive my bluntness, but your actions bordered on insanity. To go to such lengths to escape your memories, you nearly rewrote your very existence. Rest assured, the change did not go unnoticed by our colleagues in the convocation. Igarim and MSQ in particular made plain the suspicions they harbored. That's what they should have. That you escaped with your life was nothing short of a miracle. Why didn't you destroy the crystal then and there? Did you think one day make use of knowledge it contained? I will not deny such considerations played into my decision, but my main motivation was fear. I'd never attempted such a feat before. Crystal was my sole recourse should something go awry with the remainder of my soul. In hindsight, to cling to it was a mistake born of doubt. Athena must have anticipated that I would resort to such measures, and prepared a vessel beforehand that would accept the dregs of my soul. Hep doubtless believed he was performing his duty as a husband and father should, yet in truth he was but a puppet being pulled to and fro by Athena's desires. His goal was not to raise himself high, he thought only of seeing his dear Athena live again. She might finish what she began. Yet for all that, he and I were alike. We yet shared a fatal flaw. You see, our need for control blinded us to other perspectives. While I was enthralled to Hep, you called out to me. What say you now? Does La Habrea speak true? Just want to know one thing. Did you truly believe that hiding the truth was best for me? Even knowing how I felt about my mother? The La Habrea I know had a fatal flaw after all. I am still not convinced. I have said all that I can say. Now is for you to choose to believe me or not. The La Habrea I know holds duty above all else. I would sooner prostrate myself before an erupting volcano than place my fickle emotions in his path. When you return to the surface, you'll doubtless don that mask once more, so before we climb out of this forsaken pit, I suppose I should say, thank you, Hephaestus. Can't fucking say that name to save my life. I need to hear someone else say it.
Just call him Heffy.
Heffy? It's okay, he's dead.
Yeah, we killed him. Long time ago.
You mean a long time in the future?
Well, for us, it's a long time ago.
I've said all that needs to be said. From this moment forward, I pledge that my heart shall not lead me astray. Heffy was far more than an imitation of La Habrea. He quite literally was a part of him. But La Habrea to me is a man who thinks of naught but his duty. By casting aside the burden that Heffy represented, he should become ever more himself in a way. I've heard enough. There is more I would yet discuss, but we should first return to Pandemonium's gates. I'll gather my thoughts on the way. Are we not going to get like a teaser for what's coming next in this questline?
I mean, we're not done yet.
We have regained complete control of the facility, but it shall take some time yet until things are working in working order again. Athena viewed Eric as the ideal test subject. Heavy's research must have been nearly complete to seek him out like he did. I owe you an apology, Marilia. It was due to my own inexperience that Heffy was so easily able to take hold of my mind. I also owe you thanks. If you and Themis hadn't chosen to brave the chaos occurring in Pandemonium, then I would never have known La Habrea's story, my father's story. 'Twas a tale I too was fascinated to hear. I very much look forward to speaking with Azem upon my return. Cannot help but wonder how much of this she foresaw. I'm afraid I cannot allow that, Elidibus. So long as you retain control of Pandemonium, there is work to be done. But of course, I shall free the remaining warders and restore this place to its former glory. Using the facilities in Tartaros, we should be able to reverse the changes made to their bodies and minds. Shall stay behind to oversee the process. That is well, but I must yet learn why I was considered the key to Heavy's experiments, and how he intends to revive Athena. Such questions are best left unanswered. In fact, I forbid the pursuit of that knowledge. The boundary between man and creation shall never again be crossed. And I intend to destroy the crystal containing Heavy's essence, that this mistake never repeats itself. I see no reason to gainsay your judgment. There is yet another matter of your crystal, however. Truth be told, I had not considered its origins until I saw the one containing Heavy's ether. I was struck by how wholly different they were. There is another?
There are a lot of them.
While imbuing the crystal with memories is a simple process, storing a message, a warning even, would be something altogether more complex. Running out of time is ever flowing away from me. This also means that someone besides the present company and Azem was aware of the plot unfolding within Pandemonium. Then why would they not make themselves known even now? No threats remain. Perhaps it was one of the other warders. We shall question them after they are freed. That task may take some time. Arisa, I'd rather not steal more from you. Return at your leisure and we shall share our results then. You've done more than enough for the time being. I'm of the same mind. Leave the loose ends to us and continue upon your journey. Or if you're so inclined, take a much-needed respite. This talk of journeys smacks of Azem. As well it should. She has pledged to keep moving until she has seen every corner of the world. If you do find yourself with a spare moment, you might bring that crystal of yours to La Habrea. You may be able to offer further insight. Until then, my friend. Huh. The crystal that hangs from Eric's waist was a gift from me, made in the hopes that it would spark growth in his aptitude for magic. It's plain he no longer requires it, but I see no reason he cannot wear it a while longer. As you may have noticed during a battle, the Habrea mask crowns me when I've transformed. It is said that we manifest in a way that reflects our innermost selves. I'd thought that mask a symbol of chains that bound my heart, but recent events have caused me to reconsider that assumption. Cool, I didn't notice that. I look forward to returning with the crystal. Don't worry not. I shall try my level best to stave off loneliness while you're gone.
So we're done for now.
Everything ended just so, like, cleanly.
I mean, it's still, there's a quest, right? To be good Rossard at Aripormola.
Aporia. Yeah, that's the ending, right? We have to go talk to the scientist guys. Why, if it isn't Maria, excuse me if I'm not a usual chip herself, but we have not been without our difficulties in your absence. You see, communication with the airship Professor Claudian commissioned for his research was lost some time ago, and now we have quite lost track of where he might be. And to make matters worse, Nemgigi has just sent word of an unusually large amount of energy coming from somewhere within the ethereal sea. I was just on my way to the Itoscope. In fact, please, you must come with me. I was fucking right, the last raid quest is gonna be outside of... It's in our time. Pandemonium's a... Yeah, there we go. Fuck, what a call. What a call that was.
It's pretty cool.
What is that? Is that real? Oh shit. Why is it that whenever danger visits the world, you're never far behind? Is it Sid? Oh no, it's Fortuno. Le vieux. And you two, Professor Cullian's assistants, I take it. As you arrived before me, I take it you are involved in this. I would thank you to furnish me with an explanation. I can't believe I was right. Potentially. Almost definitely right. Like, what a fucking guess. While the research summary you submitted to the forum gave us no cause for concern, these details are alarming. The professor's last message indicated he was on his way to Asas La. We don't know whether he reached his destination. A rash endeavour even for Claudian. If he has ever allowed the thrill of discovery to cloud his better judgment, we have no recourse but to entreat Ishgard's aid in search of him. As for that unsightly fortress which materialized in the ethereal sea, Pandemonium was it? Cannot be left alone. For the time being, information regarding this matter must be strictly controlled so as to minimize panic. We will gather those with knowledge of the ethereal sea and continue monitoring it for further irregularities. You two submit a detailed report to the forum at once. At present, we have far more questions than answers. Nevertheless, I would ask that your assistance at such time that our investigation is concluded. Very good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must appraise the forum of what has occurred here. Just when we needed him the most, Professor Claudian remains unaccounted for. He even brought the crystal with him. We are left with scarce few straws to grasp at. While I am but a lowly assistant, even I can see that our two current problems are likely related. The same party of phenomenon may be responsible for both. Conversely, I see now that my unexperienced imagination failed to do Pandemonium's pitiless spires justice. I can only wonder if the facility itself traversed the ages. Did the creations within do the same? What of the key wards? But answers to these questions shall come in time, I am sure. For now, I must do as Master Fortuno asked and write that report. As fumarily a prey when you get rest, your responsibilities will allow. When next we call upon you, I wager she will need you in prime condition. And that's it for now. Pandemonium has come to the current age for some fucking reason.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's kind of an annoying place to leave it off, to be honest.
I mean, cliffhangers are...
Yeah, I know. Has to be a cliffhanger, doesn't it? But still.
Which one is it?
Abyssos. For you, the magic one, I guess.
Yeah, it's a bit higher level.
Should have 2 crits in there. It looks really cool, the gear as well. Try it on. Direct hit and a determination. Look on my head.
I have it in red.
Well, it looks the same.
Yeah, the same, but in red.
Oh, really?
Look, let's turn around.
Oh no, yours is way forward. Oh, the caster gear is so good compared to the fucking rogue gear.
Okay, I gotta do your dinner, I think.
Yeah, I gotta go get a shower. Pre-thingy shower. Pre-work shower. Okay, where are you? Okay, so tomorrow we can do MSQ, right? C-pose. Come C-pose with me.
What the fuck?
Type / C-pose. Again? That kind of works. Wait, why am I facing the wrong way? I'm not good at this. What? Why the fuck? There we go. Unfold. Okay. So tomorrow is MSQ day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. End of stream then. Good night. Well,
Good night,
morning.
yes.
Good morning.
No. Yeah. I'm gonna log off for now.